Hello everyone, this is Sue Ralph here at Birdcage Craft Studio, and I've got a crafting tip, me to you. This is number 10, and this is going back to some of the inks that I was talking about on my last tip, and I'm just going to show you a difference between a couple of them today. So the ones I'm going to talk about are a water-based dye ink and the StazOn, which is a solvent ink. So this is the Stampin' Up! Water-based ink that I've got. Now as you can see, these come in a flip type container, which are brilliant, because the pad is all ready for you to use whenever you need it. The ink stays at the top of the pad, which is brilliant. This is the StazOn, and this is the, oops, upside down. There we go. And this is the black that I'm using. And one tip to use with these type of ink pads, because they just come with a lid, is to always leave it upside down even when you're storing it, and then again the ink stays right where you need it. But obviously when you're stamping you need to do it this way. So I'm just going to show you a couple of different ways to use these inks. Now I'm going to use first of all the water-based ink, and I'm just going to stamp this image. It's a butterfly from one of the new Stampin' Up! Sets called Kinda Eclectic, which is quite a nice set. It's lots of different things, and I love the starburst on there. So I'm just going to clean this off now, and then I'm just going to stamp it up now with the StazOn. And put the image down. Oh, no, that's not very good. It hasn't come out very well. I think this ink pad's probably a bit dry. Let's try again. That's better. Right, now what I'm going to show you here, if I can bring the camera in a bit closer, whoops, is just what you can do with these inks. So obviously we have the water-based one. Now if I was to use a water marker, or this is the Stampin' blender pen, this has got glycerin in it. If you were to colour in, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of colour from my pumpkin pie ink pad, and you can see if you go on to the water-based one, I'll bring that in just a little bit closer for you, that when you start colouring, although you put the colour down, you will find that it will start to bring the black up. Can you see? If I just show you also with the water pen, just put a little bit of colour in, and colour it very quickly, but it does actually sort of leave sort of a black smear. Whoops, that's too close, sorry. I don't know if you can pick that up, but if we were to do the same thing on our StazOn, let's move that one over, you will find that the colour is going to stay true, because the StazOn ink doesn't move. Because it's permanent, it will stay as it is. I'll pick up some colour on the other one, just colour it in, and can you see? No black on there at all. So that's the two differences between using a solvent ink and a water-based ink. And just very quickly, just another way, just to show you, I've got 2 pieces of acetate here. I'm just going to pull this back out again. Got 2 pieces of acetate, so we've got the water-based and we've got the StazOn, and I'm just going to bring in my stamp again. I'm going to go with the StazOn first because that's still on there from last time. Okay, and then just stamp down the image. There we go. And if I just clean my block off a little bit, and then just stamp down on the water-based ink, and then stamp down again. Okay, so both of those at the moment look good. Can you see? See, the StazOn is slightly darker colour, but the difference is that when you were to touch, if you wanted to colour in, you'll find that the StazOn should be absolutely fine. You can run your finger across it and it shouldn't smear. It's still a little bit sticky because it does take a minute or two, but if you were to do the same here, can you see? Just going across it, The actual image is almost gone, whereas the StazOn one is still there. So that's my tip for you today. Different ways to use the water-based inks and the StazOn inks. Okay, I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.